Do you guys ever wonder why entrepreneurs are so efficient in being able to accomplish so many things within 24 hours, yet you struggle even getting one thing done within 24 hours? I'm about to tell you 5 reasons why I think these can help you become a lot more efficient and accomplish more in your day-to-day life. Most of the time, people fail to realize that being productive is actually one of the most important keys to being a successful entrepreneur, or even yet trying to accomplish amazing things in this life, right? Elon Musk talks about sleeping at his office all the time, when he was creating PayPal, when he was doing Tesla, now that he's taking over Twitter. But do you really want to sleep at your office and work 16 hours a day? I mean, maybe you do, right? I think if you have the ability to do that, where you don't have a family and you can get away with that, then that's great. Go ahead and do it. Regardless though, to become a successful entrepreneur, meaning making 7 figures, even 8 figures, you don't have to work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's just not a fact. So the first thing you want to do is you need to have a goal in mind, right? So when you're coming in and you know you're about to work, you're going to put in the hours, you know you got to accomplish X, Y, and Z, right? But if you don't know what you're going to accomplish and what you need to do and why you're going to do it, it's going to be a lot harder to be a lot more efficient. So that should be your number one thing to be focusing on. So if you're coming in and knowing that, okay, by the end of this quarter, I need to make $100,000, right? Okay, that's your number one goal. How are you going to accomplish that, right? You need to have actual reasons and actual ways of how you're going to be able to implement that within your business, whether it be with what you're going to do within it or what you're going to have your employees do. It can literally be something personal for your life, for your family, for your friends. It doesn't have to be vanity, right? At the end of the day, maybe it can just be a simple business goal. Like, you know that you need to accomplish these certain things to be able to get to the next level, to then be able to learn more with that money, right? You make more money, you can hire better people, you can buy other courses, you can hire other mentors. The list keeps going on and on. Nothing wrong with a watch. For some people, it might actually work. But if you're so focused, it's just for something materialistic, it might not be the best thing to keep you focused to know that you have to accomplish that, right? Because in reality, you don't really need to watch, right? But you really do need to make payroll. So the second thing you want to think about is your work environment. You might not think that's really a big deal, but it honestly really is. So depending on who you are as a person, right, your work environment is going to be different from another person. Some people might actually like working at a library, for example. Library is super quiet, nobody's going to distract you. You're laser focused, you're able to stay laser focused, whereas other people like to work maybe at a Starbucks. So as an entrepreneur, when you're trying to accomplish more, you need to find a place that you know is going to be able to resonate with who you are as a person, so that it fuels you to be able to work more efficient, stay more focused, and actually be happier. Because if you're happier, you'll actually be able to want to work more and stay focused, and you'll be able to stay focused a lot easier. Just think about this. If you're trying to lose weight, would it be easier to have a kitchen full of food that you know you should not be eating, or would it be easier to have a kitchen full of nothing but nutritious whole foods that you know would make things easier? I'm pretty sure the second would be easier, right? So it's all about the environment. So literally anything that you want to accomplish, as long as you're in that right environment, around the right people, the right noise, the right light, the right everything, it will be a lot easier for you to be able to work. So the third thing you want to do is use productivity tools. So there's a lot of tools out there, a lot of different softwares that you can use with your computer, online. You can even use them as plugins. Google Chrome has a ton of extensions. So these type of softwares, tools that you use within your computer can help you stay more efficient, such as Trello. So you guys might not know what Trello is, but Trello is basically like a project management type software where you're able to monitor where things are at all times and places, and you can have multiple people work within it to make sure the project's moving along where it should be moving along. Another one could be Google Docs. I personally use Google Docs all the time. You can use spreadsheets in there, you can use Word documents, and the best part of that is that you can actually share all those documents, organize them within folders, share them with other people. So it helps you keep more efficient, it helps you stay organized, and honestly, I believe it'll then feed onto you becoming more productive and efficient and get more things done. So the other thing also that I use is something called Slack. So Slack is a communication app where I have all my employees in there and we're all able to communicate efficiently. Within Slack, you're also able to create different channels, and within those channels, you're able to label them within, like, say for example, a certain department. Maybe it can be your accounting department, your operations department, your assistant, your social media team, right? And you're able to have those conversations and talk about those tasks within those channels. And then basically what that ends up doing is it helps you stay focused to talk about the specific topic only within that channel, which in turn will then help you be more productive. This is why businesses don't run through text messages, right? If you have all your team within a group, you can't talk about everything within the same text message thread. So the fourth one is actually one of my favorites. It's actually building habits. So as simple as that might seem, it's actually very beneficial. So again, you can literally put this within any type of field or industry. Again, me, because I'm an entrepreneur, let's use entrepreneurship. When you are trying to accomplish so many things, or even just trying to do your normal day-to-day tasks, it can be very, very tiring, and it can also be kind of draining. The easiest way to get things done is simply building habits behind them. I'll give you an example. If you have a job, your 9-to-5 job, you hate your job, but even within hating your job, you always get things done, right? Yes, you might say you're kind of forced to it, but at the same time, have you ever noticed that you get those things done without even thinking about them? You just do them because you know they have to get done. Just like driving to work, right? Just like driving to school or driving your kids to school. It is literally a habit, right? You are literally doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. Now let's do that within your business, right? As an entrepreneur, you gotta do the same thing. You gotta check emails every single day. You gotta communicate with your staff, maybe with your managers, maybe just with your CEO, or maybe you gotta stick on a schedule because you have certain meetings. If you practice setting schedules every single day, if you practice communicating with your staff at a certain time frame, if you practice reading your emails at the same time every single time, and if you practice working, like actually putting in real work aside from meetings and aside from emails, right? Say from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. every single day, you're creating habits. If you're able to do simple things like that on a daily basis, you'll be able to create that habit a lot quicker, which then will probably become autopilot. Once you're on autopilot, things become so easy. People really forget what being on autopilot is because most of us have created things in our life on autopilot without really choosing to do them, or at least not doing them purposely. The fifth one, I'm sure you guys probably expected this, or maybe not, but it's actually your health. I have personally not focused on my health for a very long time. So I used to be very overweight. I lost weight. I have always hit the gym. I've always worked out. I played football in high school. Although I was able to work, I was able to sell, I was able to create a business or a service when I was not my healthiest. At the end of the day, I still wasn't entirely healthy, right? A lot of us get affected in many different ways, to the point where we sometimes don't even realize that we're getting affected. I personally have been affected with brain fog for a very, very, very long time. I didn't even realize I had it, honestly. So when I first learned about that it was even a thing, I was like, okay, hold on. Like, this sounds kind of like what I'm feeling, but I'm not sure if that's really what it is. Is that actually a thing? Have you guys ever felt like your brain's kind of slow, like you're kind of thinking, but you're not really thinking, but you're not able to process things fast enough? That's brain fog. I've experienced that for, I'm not even sure how long. I really started feeling it more the last 3 years as my business started growing. The more my business grew, the more money I made, I felt like the brain fog got worse. And if I really think about it, I don't think it's that it was getting worse. I think it was always there. But when you're an entrepreneur, you're always trying to level up. And I've realized that the more you're trying to level up as an entrepreneur, by level up, I mean just make more money. And I mean more money than you did the prior year. You have to change certain habits within yourself, and you have to do certain things that you normally wouldn't do to be able to hit those goals. If you're trying to make more money, I guarantee you that if your capacity and your brain power is not getting better or more efficient, you will struggle. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys out there who deal with brain fog, and maybe there's others that are dealing with something else. But that's just the point right there, right? We all deal with something that either we know, some of us don't even know, they're actually affecting us to be able to accomplish more. Even if you're just simply overweight, let's just say you're not even have brain fog, right? If you don't work out, you tend to be tired a lot more than people who do work out, right? Because you're not getting any blood pumping through your veins, right? Okay, you actually are, because if not, you would be dead. But you're not getting enough oxygen to be able to wake you up, get you going, and do more. Again, when you are trying to accomplish more than the average person, you need all your energy, you need all your focus to be able to accomplish more and more every single day. So as an entrepreneur, if you want to be able to accomplish more, be more efficient with your time, spend more time with your friends, being the most efficient person in the world, or at least the most efficient person you've ever been, will help you accomplish more. And that is what I believe 5 of the most important key things as an entrepreneur that you need to become hyper efficient. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I'm gonna be posting videos every single week. I'm hoping that all the videos that I'm sharing with you guys are gonna help you become a better entrepreneur, or even get started to become an entrepreneur, even become just a better person. If you guys are looking into passive income and you're interested in partnering with us, my company is still taking on clients. If you just click the link below, you can book a call and I'll give you guys more information. Thank you guys.